We are recording.
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Jason High. I am the academic videographer here in the Division of Extended Learning. Thank you for coming today. This presentation is called Lights, Camera, Learning. Things you need to know in preparing for your video shoot that you may be doing yourself. There's a few of the different points that we're going to be talking about today, and we will go from there. So topics we're going to cover today, we're going to touch on lighting. I have a few slides about that and a little thing I'm going to adjust here in my office. The height of your camera or your computer, some things you may not even think about when you're recording your own videos. The height is very important. Difference in audio, different types of audio tools that you need or equipment that you might want to buy or purchase. There's some computer settings as well and some adjustments that you might need to make in order to produce a high quality video for yourself. And some of the things you might not think about as well as wardrobe, nice solid shirt, do's and don'ts on what to wear in terms of clothing. So first thing we're going to touch on is lighting tip number one, avoid windows being behind you. I have a window behind me now, but it's kind of being counterbalanced by some of the light above me, because what it's doing to this gentleman here, it's providing a silhouette. It's really focusing on the light behind this person and not the person's face itself. So here's one tip that you might want to do is use the natural light to your advantage. Maybe you turn your desk around, use that light as like your key light or your main source of light to accentuate yourself, maybe spots under your eyes, things of that nature. So if you have the opportunity to turn maybe your laptop around, maybe your desk, or rearrange it in your office or in your living room to use the window and create a more better shot for yourself like this gentleman is here. Another lighting tip is never use your computer screen as your key light source. What happens is there's different color temperatures in terms of the computer screen. So the computer screen color temperature is 5600, and that is 5600 Kelvin. And that is basically the same color temperature as it would be on a cloudy day outside. So when you're indoors, like this gentleman is, the lights, the fluorescent lights in this person's basement or home is 3200 Kelvin. So those color temperatures are clashing against each other, and it's emitting a blue output onto this person's face. When I see this person's face, I can't think of anything else but Beauregard from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and we do not want to look like her. We want to look like a presentable person, person that has good quality lighting on themselves. One thing that might help you in terms of providing good quality lighting for yourself is a ring light. It became more popular in the pandemic. Prices range from $20 to $150. Depending on your preferences. There's some good quality ring lights at Amazon. Drop it right to your door. Or B&H as well. It's a computer and camera equipment store in New York City. Their service is excellent. We use them here in Extended Learning. Our marketing team here at SUNY Oswego uses them as well. Their selection is fantastic. Their service is excellent. And they bring products here within a day or two on our campus. And we're ready to use them for whatever we need. Ring lights are becoming more in high demand as people want to do their own podcasts, people want to stream more, people develop their own YouTube channels. So ring lights have held over 39% of the market in 2021. The demand for ring lights has topped 6.9 billion worldwide in 2021. And in 2021, sales in India grew by almost 50%. So you can see they're becoming more popular around the world. Japan led the East Asian market with a share of 54.5%, and Germany holds the European market at over 22%. So I love this example. This person may be on the road traveling. They want to they have a Zoom meeting, or they want to just touch base with some supervisors or co-workers on Zoom. Like natural light, use your room lights to your advantage. Provide that extra oomph. So you can see in this picture here, this room light is highlighting this person's face. It's nice and soft. And in fact, I will do that right now myself. You'll notice a difference. This is without. This is with my office desk lamp right next to me. So what I'm doing is extenuating myself and providing that little extra light and filling in all little shadows and things on my face. Height of the camera is very important. We want to talk on an eye-to-eye level to people, to our students, to other members of our team, to colleagues. You do not want to have the up the nose shot. It's just not very appealing. This person, we're looking up this person's nose. It's just something that is kind of off-putting. We want to be doing that. We want to talk to people on an eye-to-eye level, whether it's pedestal your camera up, it's mounted to your computer screen, or adding maybe an extra level of height to your laptop. This person's using the case for the laptop, as well as a towel that they maybe have grabbed from their bathroom in their hotel room. So anything that will lift that camera to more of a near eye level framing, that's what we want. So framing, I touched on framing. Framing is also very important. You want a nice medium shot, like that is in the middle. You want your eye level at about 70%, way up in the screen. A touch of headroom, as you can see on the left, it's just too far away. You can barely hear me, you can barely see me. You want to have those eyes right around 70%. In the left, this person's eye level is at maybe 55%. There's just way too much headroom. And on the right, the eye level is at 50%, but it's just way too close. She's almost invading my personal space. She should back off a little bit more to give it a more natural look, like the one in the middle, right? Okay. If possible, and if you don't have a good quality camera on your computer or a webcam, use a headset. This will improve your audio dramatically for your recording. It'll bring that microphone right to your mouth, be able to pick up everything that you say for your video. Here's a few different audio choices if you want to go out and purchase one for yourself. This CAD audio USB microphone isolates the main audio source, minimizes background noise because it'll probably just be right off camera, won't be too far away, plugs right into your laptop or your desktop. It has a built-in feature to minimize the popping Ps, which is something that can be a problem with certain inexpensive microphones, $10 options that are just quick run and gun. This one's $25, and it has some mixed reviews, but fairly good reviews, 3.5 stars. But there is a complaint of a hum in this microphone, but you might want to go up to something a little more high quality. This is the Samsung. I love this little microphone because it's easy, it's compatible, it's portable. As you can see, it clips right on top of your desktop or your laptop, excuse me. And during Zooms or anything like that, you're going to be speaking at your computer, and what it does is clips right on top, so you're speaking also directly into that microphone as well. It's out of the view of the camera, but it's a direct microphone, direct line to your voice. The reviews are a little bit better on this, 4 stars. the audio quality of the recordings are very good, and you get what you pay for. This one's a little bit more, just about $37 on Amazon. This is a snowball microphone, which we have a couple different snowballs in various offices here in extended learning. It's a USB, plugs right into your USB. It's easily compatible with any computer. It'll pick up any audio mainly in front of the microphone or just off camera. Pretty one-directional microphone, comes with its own little tripod, which is great. Has very good reviews. Our team here at Extended Learning has had no issues with this at all. It's durable. It's portable as well. It's a little bit bigger. Go back, and it's okay. So the wardrobe is something that you should also think about. When you're presenting yourself to your students, to maybe other colleagues, you want to wear something professional. You do not want to come out of the shower, just roll out of bed. This woman has like a bathrobe on. The lighting's great. She's using the natural light from her window. The background's fine, but you got to dress the part. You got to look professional, right? You're representing yourself. So there's a couple different options we could talk about. A nice white shirt. What I like about white shirts, it reflect the light as well, bounce and fill in this kind of dark portion of my neck. It'll provide a kind of even, balanced look, color exposure. Solid colors are also excellent choices. I asked some faculty that I work with, reds are great. Solid blues are great. Solid greens are great. Nice, warming, solid colors. If we're doing a shoot on a green screen, which I'll just touch on a little bit later, I would not recommend wearing green because you'll fade away like Casper the Friendly Ghost. But yeah, something that'll make you stand out and really accentuate yourself. Solid colors are the way to go. If using scripts, if you ever work with myself in Extended Learning, or if you are producing your own videos and you want to kind of write down some thoughts, maybe write a paragraph or two, practice. Maybe over dinner on a Sunday when you have some downtime, or you have an hour while you're doing laundry and you need to wait till the laundry's done. Whip out your script, kind of go over it in your head. I had a presentation last week and I was in my hotel room. I had some time. I practice. Things will just go a little bit smoother the more you do them, right? So if you're distracted, excuse me, do it again. It is spring, so I apologize for the kind of the sneezing. I apologize. You're editing your own videos. Recommendations for editing. Here's a couple different choices. iMovie, which is great. Movie Maker, which is also available. The Citrix apps at Oswego.edu. Panopto, I like to use Panopto a lot. I usually upload all my material with faculty Panopto. It auto captions it really well. Then I go back and edit those captions with Panopto. It's a simple copy and paste. Maybe take out a bad portion. It kind of smushes it together. You can add a dissolve. It's kind of very nuts and bolts, but you can make a couple quick edits and then upload your content to your course. At my role, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I was just using it about an hour ago on a project that I'm currently doing with Stephanie Pritchard over in the Writing Center. And you got to try to avoid jump cuts, right? I mentioned a dissolve. So if you're just sitting at your desk like this, you made a mistake, you're just going to cut those segments out, that segment out, smash it together. But what a jump cut is if a person is ending that first clip here, then the second clip starts in their ear. It's kind of very jarring to the viewer. Nice little simple dissolve. It'll smooth that transition out a little bit more from one cut to the other. Wipes are also easy. You can just wipe the image from one to the other. Just a very simple transition. Make your video look a little more polished. A new tool that I have is the light board here in Extended Learning. It was assembled in March 2019. It's available for any user and it resides at Lanigan Hall. So what it does is allows teaching and learning to become more visual and effective. Maybe there's a concept that your students just aren't grasping with maybe a slide, or you just kind of discussing that topic in a lecture. You want to contact myself, we can get together, we can produce a video in front of a light board in Lanigan Hall. It's in front of a green screen. But what I do is key the green out, usually put in a black backdrop, which is what these gentlemen did here, to really make their lesson pop on that screen. It just allows instructors to create a little more human presence, a little more visual presence to the topic they're discussing. Here's an example that I have of Sarah Bonzo in the School of Business. She is an associate professor there. She's teaching the critical path method. This clip goes for about a minute, but you can kind of really see how she kind of lays out this concept to her students. And it's just very easy to use, and I'll show that video clip.
And here, we always want to, when we do the forward pass, we're going to be filling out the top 2 quadrants here in each node, and we're going to use a max rule to help us fill out these top 2 quadrants. This is going to be the earliest time, or the earliest start time of this activity, and this is going to be the earliest possible time we can finish this activity. So let's walk through this. This will make more sense once we actually walk through it. So here, activity A, this is going to start at time 0. So it starts at time 0, and then we know it's going to take about 4 months to complete this activity, so we just do 0 plus 4, and we put a 4 in here. So the earliest time we can start activity A is at time 0. The earliest possible time we can finish it is going to be at 4 months. So now we know again that B and C cannot start until A is complete, so we're going to bring that 4 months right over here. Because we know that B can't start until A is complete, so the earliest possible time we could start activity B is going to be 4 months. We add the duration for this activity, which is 3 months, and that's going to give us a 7 here, which is the earliest possible time we could finish activity B. And we're going to pull this 4 over here to activity C as well, plus 6. The earliest time we could finish activity C is going to be at 10 months.
So I don't know a whole lot about the critical path method, but you can see, I could see myself kind of learning. I could see myself kind of figuring out how that goes as each quadrant got filled in. So I can help produce high quality videos for professionals like you for your online courses. These are just a few things I do here in Extended Learning. I do course introductions. I do instructor bios. I'm going to be refreshing a couple videos with a faculty member this afternoon. Highlight what the course is about and who you are as well. It'll give you kind of that personal presence. It'll really help students develop more feel for yourself, especially in an online environment where they don't meet you face to face. They get to know a little bit more about yourself, your background, where you came from, your journey to SUNY Oswego, and some nuts and bolts about the course that they're about to jump into as well. Questions will be asked you on the day of the shoot from myself, or can be shared with you in advance to develop a script for your teleprompter. So I have a set list of questions for your instructor bio and for your course introductions that you kind of use as a template to develop a script for our teleprompter. Just kind of falls nicely in place one after another after another. The teleprompter has become a very popular tool. It eliminates the ums and the ahs, the run-on sentences, the run-on thoughts. It just develops a more polished feel to your video. It eliminates videos that students might not want to watch. If it's 15 minutes, it kind of gives it a little more concise, tighter timeline for a video, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, where a student might be more apt to watch that video. Scripts are shared with me normally a day in advance, so I can upload them into a tablet that sits in the teleprompter, which is mounted to my tripod that I use. That'll sit right in front of the camera, kind of like a news anchor that you see in a television studio. They have a teleprompter scrolling, excuse me, right in front of the camera lens. So since arriving here on campus in May of 2016, I've produced over 400 high-quality videos for the online courses and programs that we offer here at SUNY Oswego and in extended learning. Videos can be shot in a nearby conference room, your office, or a quiet, well-lit space on campus. It's usually a space that I have a list of contacts that I can easily just shoot an email to and say, hey, I'd love to use, the alumni lounge in the School of Business. And I'll usually give that person a couple weeks notice to make the reservation. I can also make reservations online through some conference room spaces on our oswego.edu's website. If you also live in the Syracuse area, I can arrange to come down and meet you at the Syracuse campus. Videos can be shot at a nice quiet space, conference room space. At the Syracuse campus, there's some beautiful conference rooms down there that I can light beautifully, and usually those videos turn out very, very well as well. So if you're interested in working with me, I have created a Google form, and that's the QR code for that there. Just a very simple 5-question form with the time, the location, what you want to shoot with me, and it kind of gives me an idea of what we'll be kind of getting into. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer any of them now.
I actually have a question, Jason. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, Martha. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the couple of issues that I face anytime I'm recording something is, number one is I see my ring light in my glasses, and that looks really bad. How can I improve on that?
There is what's called diffusion. It's usually a piece of, you could use like wax paper or something like that. And it sounds weird, but that ring light is a very hard light around. So what it'll do is diffuse that hard circle and diffuse it. It won't be as bright on yourself, but it'll eliminate that hard ring that will appear on your glasses.
You mean over the ring light if I put a piece
over the ring light itself?
Yeah.
You maybe just kind of, use a piece of Scotch tape and tape it to the side around the ring itself. But that's what it's called, diffusion. I have that for my light kit.
Okay.
It's just kind of a clear, kind of foggy white, but wax paper would probably work, or parchment paper, something like that if you're in the home setting. Yeah.
And it won't show in my glasses, right?
It won't
Okay.
as much. No, definitely not. It should take that ring circle away from your glasses. Yes.
Perfect. The second question is, would this parchment paper thing, because like you mentioned, that ring light is very harsh light. And if I'm sitting on the Zoom or recording a video for, long hours, I do get a migraine after a point, and I do see aura. Would that help with that, or is there anything else that I can do?
Sure, it would. Like if you're in here in extended learning, we have these harsh fluorescent lights. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
We try to I use this a lot, the soft light. It's just my desk lamp, because I have the same problem. Sometimes these lights are just too much, and I get migraines or, a pretty severe headache. That will also help with that issue. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
And the last question that I had was, you were mentioning Adobe Premiere Pro. Is that available to faculty?
We have a certain amount of subscriptions here on campus. I don't know how many we have like sitting, just waiting to be used, or how many are used totally.
Yeah.
But I would definitely reach out to CTS, and they'd be willing to help you with maybe putting that on your laptop. Obviously, you'd have to take that in for them to do that. But yeah, CTS would definitely be the experts in helping you get that on, getting that on any computer that you might have. There's a lot of, I'm new to Premiere Pro videos on YouTube, or if I have a problem or an issue, or I want to do something new, or they're constantly uploading that software as well. But there's tons of beginning tutorials on YouTube that'll help you once you get that onto your laptop.
Okay, sounds good. And I believe one more question, actually.
Sure.
So I use for recording, and I'm going to be recording lots of videos this summer because I'm teaching a course asynchronously, and
Okay.
I want to record videos of teaching that course and put it on Brightspace. Because it's a statistics course, I also use document scanner, document, something that where you can draw things. It's called document camera. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is attached to my laptop. What I do is anytime I'm drawing something, instead of doing it on whiteboard on Zoom itself, because moving your mouse is harder than just drawing it with a simple. What happens is it's a mirror image, right? That's created, so everything looks inverted. Anything that you can suggest to me so that it doesn't look inverted, or lightboard is the only way to go for that.
Yeah, I could see that I mean, I've never worked with that software before. Just in my role, it's just something I wouldn't have any use for. But if here's the thing that I would recommend. If you have those video clips, what you could do is, if you get Premiere Pro put on your laptop, there's an effect called horizontal flip.
Yes.
And so you can take that clip, drop it to your timeline, and then go to the tools, type in horizontal flip. Again, this is something where you could go to YouTube, type in Premiere Pro horizontal flip. They'll walk you through how to put that effect on your clip, and it'll flip it for you. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah.
I've used that with the Lightboard videos, because that content, to me, the viewer, was inverted or reversed. So I had to flip it around. So when it was played out, it was correct and people could read what Sarah was talking about.
Oh, so even with Lightboard, you had to flip it.
Correct. In post-production, yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. That I did. I thought Lightboard would do it automatically. This is something special.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's correct to Sarah.
Yeah.
But to me, it's kind of like the text on an ambulance, but your rearview mirror will flip it for you.
Right.
So you can read it that, please move over, or, whatever the text says. It's just, you see an ambulance, you just move right over. You don't even think about like what it says on the front of the ambulance anymore. But yeah, so the mirror would do that for you. Premiere Pro does that for me, where I just slide the horizontal flip effect on it, and it'll flip it for me. So, but again, there's tutorials on YouTube that will be able to help beginners with that issue. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty good with editing. I use a lot of other ones. It's just that I was thinking if there is something that's available on university campus that I can use, that would be great. So perfect. This actually, all my questions are resolved. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I'll see you in the afternoon today.
Yes, look forward to it. Thank you. See you in Penfield.
You too. Bye.
Okay. Well, if that's any other questions, then that is the end of my presentation. I appreciate everybody being here today and joining me, and I hope you've learned a lot about myself and what I do here in extended learning, and hopefully you can use some of these tips to help improve your self-made videos. So thank you. I'm going to stop sharing now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. It was a pleasure, and I will talk to you